Hi everyone, I'm Alex Moraras and we're in Madrid in the Plaza de España. I wanted to make a different kind of video for you guys. I wanted to take you on a tour of Madrid and show you how to visit Madrid if I were you and you would come for the first time to Spain, or maybe if you've been here, just do this tour. I think it's quite interesting. So yeah, we're going to start in the Plaza de España and then work our way through the most popular monuments to see them, and just get down to Plaza de Cibeles and Puerta del Alcalá and see everything in this video, what you can visit here. Hope you like it, and if you do, just give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe if you want to. And yeah, let's begin. So during our tour of Madrid, I'm going to show you some tips and suggestions of maybe where to eat here in Madrid, apart for the monuments we would visit. And yeah, stick around till the end of the video. I believe you'll enjoy it. Okay, so this is Plaza de España. In spring, it is awesome, so I think you should come here in spring. Yeah, we're going to go down there and see that monument, which is very interesting. And then I'll talk to you about around Plaza de España, because there are some amazing buildings. So this plaza, the Square of Spain, it is a very beautiful plaza. I believe whoever comes to visit this plaza is not going to regret it, and it's a great beginning to seeing Madrid from here. So you have a lot of options here, when it comes to nightlife and restaurants. First of all, as for rooftops, which are very famous in Madrid, you have this one. It's called Grinco, and it's very famous, of course, the one there. And there's another one there, if you look at it, which has a really great terrace. There's another one in the Rio Hotel up there. You can actually see there's a walk, there's a crystal walk there, if you can see it. And yeah, you should definitely check that out. Of course, in the same plaza, you can have a drink in that restaurant. So it's kind of a restaurant here with a nice terrace. And in the summer months, of course, you'll enjoy it very much. So this is the Square of Spain monument. Is the Miguel de Cervantes monument, constructed in 1929, and actually the famous work of Miguel de Cervantes, Don Quixote, is right at the back of the monument. So we will check this out right now. And right at the back, we have here the statues of Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. So from here you can actually see the statues of Don Quixote, Sancho Panza, and Miguel de Cervantes, the author of the novel, which kind of presides everything. It's a beautiful sight, and you can actually see through the camera that you can take a very good photo with the real building, that building, and the monument here. Maybe just back a little bit. Let's see if the camera takes it. So this is like probably a great angle to take a shot. Okay, now leaving this the Plaza de España, or actually still in Plaza de España, we're going to walk through this park and go right there where we have the Royal Palace. This is Madrid. You see, it's quite impressive, from something very modern as like that hotel or even the Senate, to this kind of a building, which it blends the architecture together in Madrid, and it's kind of makes it very unique. I think it's quite of a privilege, in the center of Madrid to have this much green and these many parks. And of course, if we just as a children area, of course. And you can also see this other building in Plaza de España, which is very pretty. I think one of the most beautiful buildings maybe in this area. And, just if you get the chance to come here, just look everywhere. You'll find these small corners, these wonderful buildings. It kind of enhances the experience. There's nothing like a very beautiful day in Madrid and seeing all of this. I think it's amazing. Okay, so going out of the Plaza de España, we arrive at the Royal Palace. Actually, it's a little bit further down the line, but here are the Campo del Moro parks. And yeah, it's a pedestrian walkway. No cars here, just bicycles. And that's plus also you can just rent a bicycle and visit Madrid like that. And if you enter the Campo del Moro Gardens, you'll have an amazing view of the Royal Palace. And you will down there, you will be able to take a picture, and it's an awesome, place to take a picture. Most of the people will take a picture up there, which there's a balcony up there, but I'll show it to you. But if you just kind of make your way down here, I believe that you'll have an amazing picture if you want to take it. And this is what I was talking about. It is amazing. The view of the palace is just impressive with the gardens, and there are there's another like garden down there, which you can just have a rest, walk, and feel like a king maybe. How about this? The Royal Palace of Madrid, the biggest palace in Western Europe. So this is the balcony I was talking to you about, and yeah, you can take pictures from there. It will have a really nice view of the palace, but I think from the gardens it's even nicer. And yeah, just come here, come to Spain. It's really worth it. And this, my friends, is the Royal Palace of Madrid in all its splendor. The grandeur and monumentality of this building is amazing. It will leave you actually speechless. And it's a place where about 135,000 square meters and about 1.5 million people come to visit it each year. So yeah, come here and be one of the lucky ones. Yeah, we're going to head that way to the Almudena Cathedral. Tell me if it's not amazing strolling through Madrid here with this view at my back, and of course, Royal Palace. And here we have another park. That's the opera right there. We will visit it later in the video. So I just wanted to share with you guys now a really amazing view. So yeah, this is the one. Just here, at the corner of the Royal Palace, you get this view of the Almudena Cathedral. Tell me if this is not awesome. I believe this is, one of the most beautiful places in Madrid. Many will say that, okay, of course, the Almudena Cathedral was not constructed like, 800 or 900 years ago, like most Spanish cathedrals. But I really enjoy it and I love it. I love Madrid. So this is an iconic view, I think, with this plaza here and yeah, the Royal Palace there. You can see amazing sunsets from there, which is Almudena's balcony. You can also already see the sun, setting there. And if you go back here to that small hill there, to that balcony, of course, you can see like the sunset and of course all the, the Almudena and maybe some glimpse of the Royal Palace. This is right now in construction, but usually there you would buy the tickets to see the Royal Palace. I believe it moved it, around the corner. And this is the Royal Palace. Of course, it's some construction going on here. I think they're renovating it. Tell me if this is not amazing. The Royal Palace of Madrid. This is the palace court, the courtyard, and yeah, it's really amazing. Too bad for the renovations, but yeah, you can actually see it. It's amazing. And to enter the Almudena Cathedral, you cannot enter through this door. You'll have to go all around, which is on the other side. I will show you right away. And yeah, you can enter and visit the cathedral through that gate. So as I told you, coming from there, This is the entrance of the cathedral. The access fee is just €1, which is way cheaper than like it's a symbolic fee actually, because it's way cheaper from the other cathedrals. And you can enter here and see the cathedral. I actually have a video on the channel. I'll leave a link in the description and the pop-up banner where you can see the video of the interior of the cathedral. But it's well worth it, coming in and seeing it. Right, so just across the road from the cathedral, we have this restaurant, which is El Anciano Rey de los Vinos. If you go there and just order a drink, they'll give you a good Madrid tapa, which is really awesome. You should check it out, and I think it's a great place just to have a drink and enjoy the tapa. Now we're going to go back to the park we saw in the front of the Royal Palace and go to the opera and make our way upwards um, to the Plaza Mayor and Puerta del Sol. So as I told you, we are right back in the front of the Royal Palace. This is the Plaza de Oriente, and look at these nice sculptures. We have sculptures here and also on the other side. On the other side, we have sculptures, and it's a really nice place. And that's the opera. So, for those who don't know, this part of the Madrid is considered the Madrid of the Austrias, um, and yeah, it's really beautiful. Royal Palace there, and yeah, even though you see this video, just come visit Madrid. It's more amazing, live than through a video. So this is the opera, and this is the Opera Plaza, which is actually called the Plaza of Queen Isabel II. It's a really nice plaza, and this is Calle Arenal, Arenal Street, which heads towards the Puerta del Sol. Right now we are at the San Ginés corner. This is the San Ginés church, which is very beautiful. But I want to show you this shop, which is the 1880 nougat turrón shop, which is very famous in Spain on Christmas. And then we have this chocolate shop, 1902, which is again one of the famous ones. Come here, go and eat a churros with chocolate. You'll not regret it. So this is the entrance to the San Ginés church. You can see a video that I have on the channel about the most beautiful churches in Madrid. I'll leave the link in the description. But right after the corner, there is the entrance to the San Ginés chocolate restaurant, and all the way that way is you will reach Sol, but we're going to go this way. What are you telling me about this library? It's an amazing library. They just have this every day here, and for the younger audience, the theater Eslava is actually a disco pub at night, so you can come here and check it out. So we're heading to the San Ginés chocolate restaurant, and I say restaurants because it actually has 5 or 6 in the same square. So yeah, this is one of them. This is the other one. This one is actually the first one they've opened in 1894. You can see there, and it's always a lot of people that want to go in. This is another restaurant they have, and there is another one, and we have another one there. But we're going to go that way to the Plaza Mayor. Okay, guys, and just crossing the street, we already arrived to the Plaza Mayor. You can see the typical Madrid architecture, here with the balconies and the colored houses right before entering the Plaza Mayor. So we are in the Plaza Mayor right now. Uh, Today is the 15th of May, and in Madrid is San Isidro. So that's why they have here the big, stage behind me. And yeah, if you come in spring, in the 15th of May, we have the Madrid festivities. So you should definitely try and come because they're amazing. So this is the Plaza Mayor, uh, and it's a very beautiful, square in Spain. There's a stage that they placed for San Isidro. There's a lot of noise here. Uh, we have a lot of restaurants here. You can try them, just to have lunch or something. So we entered through there, and that's the way out for Sol. But if you go, see this entrance is this big entrance, and there is another small entrance there. It's not actually visible. You can go, and I'll show you some restaurants that I have, like the sandwich, the typical Madrid sandwich. So there are two of them, but the most famous one is La Campana, and it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's a small waiting line. Usually it's packed and it's a lot of line, to cover. But this one is the most famous one. It's in the street called the Botoneras. If you wanna have the exact location. Okay, and there's another very famous gate that takes to one of the most famous neighborhoods here in Madrid. It's called La Latina. I have a video of La Latina. I will leave the link in the description. This is the other exit I was talking about, which leads to La Latina. It's that way. And going straight again, there's another way out here, and there's some famous restaurants which I want to show you guys. So the first restaurant here is called Restaurant Las Cuevas, or the Caves. It's a very famous restaurant, and it's actually in the wall of the Plaza Mayor, and that's why it's called the Caves. There's a lot of other restaurants here that you actually can try. Cuevas de Luis Candelas, and yeah, it's quite pretty. The Plaza Mayor, you can actually see it on the outside also. So from here, heading down just like 50 meters maybe, uh, where the red, tops are, we have uh, the restaurant, which is called Sobrino de Botín, and this is the oldest restaurant in the world, which is here in Madrid. They specializes in suckling pigs and lamb, but you can have other stuff. But this, as I told you, it is the oldest restaurant in the world. It's not cheap, but you can, and to come here you need reservations at least 2 or 3 months in advance because it's packed. Yeah, and speaking about restaurants, um, what you need to do, and what I always do when I go and travel through Spain and film, is search first. So not just get in the first restaurant um, and just have whatever. Look at it in Google Maps. They have stars. The star rating system in Spain works very well, and you can find restaurants, and you can eat like cheaper maybe, and even you can eat better and maybe cheaper. So yeah, do your research. Well, we're going to get out of the Plaza Mayor and head to Sol. So This is the way out, and yeah, there's something interesting here, right there, which I want to show you. So this is a watch shop, and this guy moves at, it just moved at I don't know, like 45 or half an hour or something like that. It moves a little bit. You need to be here with your camera, because if not, you wouldn't get it. But yeah, it's an interesting stuff, and it's an interesting thing in Madrid. So yeah, so let's just keep moving. Look at this building. It's really impressive, you know, the facade. I actually really like it. Every time I come here, you know, I see it. It's quite amazing. See the decoration there. So heading down to Sol, another famous bar or restaurant to eat the famous calamari sandwich, Madrid sandwich, is Bar Posta, Bar Postas. Um, so you can see it's this speciality here. So coming down to Sol, we have this ice cream shop. It's called Pura Delicia. They have really good ice cream here. We tried a lot of ice creams in Madrid. This one has a really good ice cream, but if you want really delicious ice cream, there are two of them in Madrid, they are not in the center, but one is called La Romana and the other one is called Calua. So actually, where we left the ice cream shop, you know, if we go on a detour through this street, we will reach the Museo del Jamón, a very famous restaurant here in Spain. And I just realized they have another entrance there. So that way you go to Sol, but you have an entrance there, and also, you know, they have entrance there. You know, the red, you know, balconies. That's their entire shop. So going down to Puerta del Sol, we have another very famous nougat shop, which is called Vicens, from 1775. Yeah, it's, as I told you, like in 1880, it's very famous in Spain. They'll even give you some to try, you know, you can see there. Hi. And yeah, just come here and try it. Here we reach the Puerta del Sol, the center of Madrid, the kilometer zero of all Spain's highways. And here in this corner we have La Mallorquina, which is a very famous pastry shop. It's packed full, but you need to try their pan au chocolat, Spanish version of it, and it's very good. Just take you through the walk inside. In the Plaza del Sol. It's the center of Madrid, as I told you, a very beautiful plaza. There, where you can see all the people there, is the famous kilometer zero. Everyone is taking pictures there, and we're just going to go there and show you the famous kilometer zero, where all the roads of Spain begin. Actually, I think it's only the highways, but yeah, to show you the kilometer zero. And it's another famous sign, Tío Pepe, which is very famous in Spain. And yeah, so this is the famous square right there. I'm going to take you there, but right there we have the bear and the strawberry tree. That's the Alcalá Street, which begins in Sol, and it is the longest street in the entire Madrid. And yeah, I think I wanted to make just one video about this tour of Madrid, but I think it's getting a little longer, and so we're going to cut it off here and maybe continue it in another video. Please go to the Gran Via. That street there is the Preciado Street. It's always packed with people, but it's one of the famous ones here. And yeah, if I just zoom in, that's the bear and the strawberry tree. And yeah, so as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't done so. It really helps us a lot to bring you more videos like this one and to show you Spain, which is what this channel is about. So yeah, bye.